I don't think I've seen anything like it since Messi.
He's a chosen one.
Yeah.
He's a chosen one after Messi.
The best player in the world right now is Lamine Yamal.
I think he's the best player in the world, to be honest.
The 17-year-old, I think, is doing things that no other 17-year-old's ever done in football. I think at the moment, I don't know if there's anyone more exciting to go into the stadium and watch right now.
17 years old, 4 Euro 2024 assists, youngest player in a major tournament final, breaking Pele's records. This is Lamine Yamal, and these are 10 insane facts you didn't know about him. Fact 10. The debut that rewrote history. April 29th, 2023. Barcelona vs Real Betis. Xavi Hernandez makes a substitution in the 86th minute. Lamine Yamal entered the game at 15 years, 9 months, and 16 days old, becoming the youngest player ever to represent Barcelona. 15. Most kids that age are worried about passing their learner's permit test. Yamal was stepping onto the Camp Nou pitch in front of 90,000 fans. He became Barcelona's youngest ever player when he made his senior debut against Real Betis in April 2023. The record had stood since 1941. Yamal shattered it, not by days, by months. And he didn't just show up for a cameo, he nearly scored his first goal minutes after coming on. The keeper denied him, but the message was sent. Barcelona had found something special. Fact 9. The season nobody saw coming.
Yo que sé que has dicho, dejarme comprarme el Lamborghini, hombre. O yo que sé, un perro robot.
Quiero comprarme un pulpo.
¡Hala! ¡Un pulpo!
After an excellent 2022-23 campaign, Lamine continued with first team for preseason in 2023-24. And despite being registered with the B squad, the forward became a regular presence in the first team squad. Think about that. Registered with the B team, playing with the first team, at 16 years old. In total, in 2023-24, he made 50 appearances for Xavi Hernandez's team, scoring 7 goals. 50 appearances as a 16-year-old in one of the most competitive leagues in the world. Most teenagers are grinding in youth academies hoping for one chance. Yamal was starting matches, creating chances, winning trophies. This wasn't potential anymore. This was reality. Fact 8. The youngest scorer in La Liga history. October 8th, 2023. Barcelona away at Granada. At just 16 years and 87 days old, Yamal became the youngest goal scorer for any team in La Liga history, beating the previous holder Fabrice Olinga of Malaga by just 11 days. 16 years and 87 days, not the youngest Barcelona scorer, the youngest scorer in the entire history of Spanish football. That record had stood for over a decade. Yamal beat it by 11 days. 11. The goal itself? Perfectly placed. Clinical. Like he'd been doing it for years. Because in his mind, he had been. Every training session, every youth game, building toward this exact moment. Fact 7. The El Clasico record breaker. October 28th, 2023. Barcelona vs Real Madrid, the biggest game in club football. He became the youngest player ever to appear in an El Clasico at 16 years and 57 days old. 16. Playing against Real Madrid at the Santiago Bernabeu. But he didn't just appear, he scored, making him the youngest player to do that too, snatching both records from his teammate Gavi. And how did he celebrate? With Cristiano Ronaldo's calma gesture at the Bernabeu. As a 16-year-old, that's not confidence, that's belief. The kind of belief that separates good players from generational talents. Fact 6. Youngest Champions League starter ever. On September 19th, he became the second youngest player ever to play Europe's premier club competition. Only Youssoufa Moukoko of Dortmund was younger. The Champions League, the pinnacle of club football, where legends are made. He also became the youngest player named in a starting lineup and the youngest player to play in the knockout phase. 16 years old, starting in Champions League knockout games against Europe's elite. Most players dream of reaching the Champions League. Yamal was breaking records in it before he could legally drive. Fact 5. The Spain debut. Nobody believed. Yamal became the youngest player ever to play for the Spanish national side and their youngest ever goal scorer at 16 years and 57 days old. International football. Representing your country, the highest honor. Yamal did it at 16 and scored on debut. Not a tap-in, not a penalty, a proper goal. The kind that announces your arrival on the world stage. Spain had a choice to make. Yamal was eligible for Morocco through his father. His father is Munir Nasraoui from Larache, Morocco. Spain locked him down immediately. They knew what they had. Fact 4. Euro 2024, where legends are born. Summer 2024, UEFA European Championship, the biggest tournament in European football. Yamal became the tournament's youngest ever player when he started the 3-0 win against Croatia on matchday 1 at 16 years and 338 days. 16. Starting for Spain in a major tournament against Croatia, in front of millions watching worldwide. Then came the semi-final against France. He set a new mark as Euro's youngest ever scorer when he bent in a wonderful goal against France in the semi-finals at 16 years 362 days. A curling shot from outside the box, top corner, unstoppable. One of the best goals of the entire tournament. He recorded 4 assists at this tournament, tying the record for most assists at a single edition of the Euros. 4 assists, 1 goal, 7 appearances, all at 16 years old. Yamal was named UEFA Euro 2024 Young Player of the Tournament. Young Player of the Tournament, at an event where he was already the youngest player in history to participate. Fact 3. The birthday gift nobody forgets. July 13th, 2024, Yamal turned 17, the day before the Euro 2024 final. July 14th, the final, Spain versus England, Berlin. Yamal became the youngest player to ever feature in a FIFA World Cup or UEFA European Championship final, surpassing the record set by Brazil legend Pelé in 1958 at 17 years and 1 day. Pelé, the greatest player of all time, held that record for 66 years. Yamal broke it. 1 day after turning 17, he assisted the first goal to help his nation beat England 2-1 as Spain won the Euros for a record-breaking 4th time. The assist? To Nico Williams, his best friend, whose birthday is July 12th, 1 day before Yamal's. "It's a dream and I can't wait to get back to Spain and celebrate it," Yamal said. "It's the best birthday present I could have received." 17 years old, European champion, young player of the tournament, record breaker. Most 17-year-olds are celebrating birthdays with cake and friends. Yamal celebrated by winning a major international tournament. Fact 2. The Copa Trophy, best young player in the world. He became the youngest player to be nominated for the Ballon d'Or at age 17 and won the Copa Trophy in 2024 and 2025, presented to the best young player in the world. Copa Trophy, given to the best player under 21 years old. Previous winners include Kylian Mbappe, Pedri, Gavi. Yamal won it at 17, before most players have even made their professional debut. At 18 years old, Yamal finished as runner-up for the 2025 Ballon d'Or. Runner-up for the Ballon d'Or, the award for the best player in the world, at 18. Second place, behind only the absolute best footballer on the planet, at an age when most players are still in youth academies. Fact 1. The treble winner. He was integral to Barcelona winning a domestic treble of the La Liga title, the Copa del Rey, and the Supercopa de España. La Liga, Copa del Rey, Supercopa, all 3 major domestic trophies in 1 season. Yamal became the youngest player ever to reach 50 appearances for the first team. 50 appearances, multiple trophies, records shattered, all before turning 18. Lamine Yamal stands out for his ability to take players on, create chances, and for his versatility as he can play as a striker, attacking midfielder, or on the right wing. He's not just fast, he's smart. He reads the game like players twice his age. Lamine Yamal arrived at FC Barcelona at the age of 7 from his local club, CF La Torreta. At La Masia, he raced through the age categories quicker than any other player of his generation. 7 years old when he joined La Masia, 17 when he became a European champion. 10 years of work, 10 years of dedication, 10 years of refusing to be told he was too young. And now, he's the most exciting young player in world football, breaking records Pelé held for decades, winning trophies at ages when most players are still dreaming. The legacy already being written. Lamine Yamal is 18 years old, and he's already done things nobody in history has accomplished. Youngest Barcelona player, youngest La Liga scorer, youngest El Clasico scorer, youngest Euro player, youngest Euro scorer, youngest major tournament finalist, Copa Trophy winner, Ballon d'Or runner-up. At 18, most players spend their entire careers chasing one record. Yamal breaks them every time he steps on the pitch. And the scary part? He's just getting started.